Another day, another dollar. So today we pick up where we left off yesterday on this project. Right now, and we'll pull up we have some notes on this subject. There we go. So the current issue is that the promise of the coin's ID is not being fulfilled prior to the 3 wins. The current issue is that the promise of coin's ID is not being fulfilled prior to the 3 wins or 2 wins functions. It's returning a promise, or it's returning a pending response to the promise, which it uses to update the database. And that pending response is, of course, a none, and that doesn't do us any good. So, last time when we did this, if we do this again here, we will show that this function is run several times. It's going to hit this, I think. It's going to hit this several times. We're going to console log minus coin as well and see what we get. We're going to drag that down. New instance of our terminal. Do nodemon. And we will do npm start. All right. So first things first, let's log in. Got our postman that's going to run. Actually, we need to open up our database here. Okay. All right, and then as I'm just grabbing this, I will grab my database credentials real fast. Just blacken the screen here so I can do that. There we go. And let's see what Pikachu is 16 ID. So we're going to delete Pikachu. And then we're going to go to Postman. We're going to register Pikachu. Excellent. We're going to log in. And we're going to spin. Okay, and let's see. I don't think this one. Yeah, see, this is the problem right here. Coin's ID was a pending, and so you have this value right here being right here -1. What is that? Well, no one knows, what that is. So that's where non is coming from right there. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. What if we made our can we await our coins ID? Let's try it. Seems like a fairly easy solution. All right, and we go to Postman. We register Pikachu. Gonna log in. We're gonna do a spin. And we're gonna check our, I think it's none again because it said 20. Ooh. It says 19. Guys, that's excellent. That means this console log says 19. Which means, should mean that our database actually shows 19. That is exactly what we want. Okay. Now the problem is, the reason why is because this is, all this is doing, -1. Oh, this is pulling rec.sessions.user.coins, which is what we got here in our login. It pulled this from the session. This is going to be 20, forever. So what we really want is we want a fresh what if we do something like this? And we say const total coins. I don't think this is necessary, is equal to, but it's consistent with what we've done. So now I am not convinced that, because we only have that await function in our -1, I'm not convinced that, I think this is going to be a pending amount here. Like if I say yeah, I'm not convinced that this is, which means essentially that every single one of these functions are going to have that, because this isn't an await function, right? This is, I don't think, I mean, if we put this at the very top of 2wins, and we say async, and then we say await, actually, do it like this. It's a monster function, man. Okay. This might work, because now we're saying, hey, we want this done first. As long as we don't break our code. Okay. All right. Let's log in. We got 19, baby. Send. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got 59. Okay, see, that should have gone to 58. You know, I bet you were pulling session. We need to check our logic. Anytime that it says session, right here. What? I was just looking at this logic here. 0 plus total coins. How about we just take out this whole line here because that's pointless. And we say total coins. See, we got promise pending. Where's our console logs? This. Why is it down? I'm so confused why this is down here. How about here? There we go. Okay, we got 3 console logs. We have this one, which we should hit first. Pending promise. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Not really understanding how that's helping at this point. See, I don't need. I don't think I can just do await. I guess I can. But what? So await coins ID. And it's just easier to set this to total coin. Yeah. I mean, I could put it await coins ID in here, but I'm not going to. Okay. Well, let's look at you, Pikachu, again. See, this should have gone down. We need to go through all of our stuff. So let's do that. Okay. We have an async function called 3wins. It's going to take in a string if the string is equal to cherry. We're going to set total coins equal to awaiting the thing of coins ID, which is going to give us a coin count, total coins in number format. You know what? Let's do this because I'm just curious. This should be what we should get from this is a a number. I mean, it shouldn't be a pending thing, right? So no matter what we spin, we should be getting a number, which should be the total coins that they have. And then this amount should be 50 plus the total coins, and then we're going to use winnings, which I'm going to take a look at that. Oh, it's right there. Look, I'm already ready. We're going to have coins. We're going to update the users table where we're going to set the column of coins equal to our first parameter, which is C amount, and the ID is going where the ID needs to be. That cool. And then we're going to do the -1. What if we move -1 at the top of this? I don't think I need a dot then. Because this is an async function. But that's something to think about. I mean, we can try a dot then after. And if -1, I would like to move -1 up to the top since it is kind of the first thing that we want to do anyway. What if we do this? Because -1 ID is in here. Well, let's do total coins first. Let's make sure that this is working first. See, this should be 58. It tells me that our thing isn't. Yep, awesome. So total coins, that did work. The async function did work. So now we are always getting total coins, which is excellent. Now we can get rid of all these console logs. Okay. Now I kind of want to do this. Can I? Okay. Let's take a look. Did that just go down? Wasn't it 59? I clicked it again, which is a bummer. Okay, a -1 function is going down. L amount is not defined at 2 wins. But oh yeah, I got rid of it. Because L amount is just total coins. And because of our return, this isn't firing, so we'll just pop it up. Happy? Okay. We're all happy here. I don't know why I did that. I probably need to log in first. I don't know why we're going there. All right, what is our coin count? We're at 56. Interesting. Okay. Your coin count is 61. Yeah. Why? Why is it pausing? Shouldn't it be this be 63? It is 63. So why? Hmm. 63 plus 3. See, this should be 79. And it is. It's almost like -1 isn't being called. But it is. You know why? I know why. It's because we're getting the total coins and then we're minusing one, which is kind of what I was saying in the beginning. That's so obvious. I totally didn't think about that. I was talking about how it was the first thing we wanted to do, and that's why I wanted to move it up. Okay. But other than that, I think oh, grab these. We're at least going to move you all up one. Some more than others. That needs 1. Most of these need 2. That just needs 1, so do 1. Cool. Okay, -1 should be the first thing that is done. Okay, I'm going to look for console logs, see if we can clean this up real fast. All right, Postman, we're going to log in. We're going to spin. See, instead of 83, it's 82. It's excellent. Okay, but this should be 81. Unless I'm off. I think that one's been weird. So let's take a look at it. That particular one, this one. You won, but there's no reward. This one should just be. We don't even need this. I wonder if that's what. I mean, from what I'm looking at, it looks like it should be fine. There really shouldn't be a problem with that one. And we need to log in. Restart our server. All right, so we're logged in. We have 82 coins. Sorry, not a winner yet. 82. What? What? It should be 81. Yeah, now we have 81. What was my response before that? Is there a way for me to check? Okay. I don't know why the initial one is wrong. You know, it's like they get an extra spin. See, if we log in, I do this again, log in, they have 75 coins, right? I'm going to hit spin, 75. Why is it 75? After that, it will go down, like it should. I'm going to call that a minor bug. I'm not terribly worried about it right now. We're gonna make this a moderate color here. All right. But other than that, we have done the first part. Yeah, whatever. We've done the first part. So we need to make sure the logic is functioning. It is. Postman is used to confirm the changes are happening. All right. So now we got to make sure the front end sees these changes, right? We kind of have a function right now where they can see it in this, but like I said, that's tacky. You know, you don't want to see you log in. When you hit spin, I mean, you don't want to see your coin count in the eyes of a this thing, right? You don't want to see it here. You want to see it here. Okay, I'm just so happy this is way better than it was. So, so why is this stationary? Well, kind of like what we talked about in the beginning. When you log in, well, let's pull up the reducer function here. Actually, we got the logic functioning. We need to save our code here. Excellent, excellent. Okay. And we can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Okay. So when a user logs in, we need two things. This is the backend that's handling, of course, the backend. And then let's do the login. This is the front end. So we got the 2 here. So what's happening is when you click, first of all, you type your email and your password, and what's happening in those input boxes is we're saving that info. We're setting the value of our local state equal to our target value, which is email. Actually, it's what you're typing, but anyway, we're setting these values equal to what they are, right? You're typing in your email. This is holding your email. The use state is using, and this is holding your password. We have those saved. Once you hit enter, when you click the button it's going to run this function called login. Login is going to do a post request. It's going to send this into the back end, and then this is our backend logic. We're going to take that email. We're going to find your account. We're going to double check and make sure that that it matches. If it doesn't match anything, then it's going to say sorry. If it does match something, we're going to find if your password matches with the special code bcrypt that is going to match this with the bcrypt hash and salt. And then if that is incorrect, then we're going to have incorrect password. Otherwise, we're going to delete existing user password that we just created with bcrypt, and then we're going to assign rec.session.user equal to existing user, which is basically the data that we just pulled from the database. Existing user, here, let me show you. This, we're pulling all the info from the database with this. So if we rec.session.user, like what is this now, right? We just set it equal to existing user. We could also say, I mean, this is going to be the same thing, but right. So if we go to Postman, we hit login, we go back to our code. So we're grabbing all this from the database, right? And of course it's the same because these are equal to each other. So we have all this data right here. This is the format that it's being pulled from the database from. And then, the response that we get back, which is this, we're going to run props.loginuser. This is our reducer function. So we're basically updating our reducer because currently our initial state is a blank ID, a blank full name, and coins is equal to 0. But when login user function is called, we're going to take in an ID, a full name, and coins. The payload, we have the payload ID, full name, coins, login user. We're going to basically update our state, which is our initial state, and we're going to set the ID equal to our payload, which is going to be the stuff that's incoming. Full name, action, full name will be payload, coins will be payload, right? So my thought is on the spin function on the slot machine. Now there's a few things here, right? We're doing a put request, and then in the response we're setting our response, the info that we're getting back from our spin, right? So if we go to our user controller, obviously there's a ton going on here, right? So let's just focus on res.data instead of get rid of that. Anyway, this is my thought, I'll just type it up. I'm doing a bad job explaining this, but my thought is, what if we create a new action constant we have login, we have log out, but we also want a coin updater, coin update. How about that? And we're going to call this coin update. And we're going to take in coins. And we're going to return, our type will be coin update. Our payload is going to be coins. I'm missing bigger brackets. There we go. All right. We're going to have another case where coin update is equal to return. Now, this is the thing. We don't want to wipe state out, right? And this is kind of my thought, is I could call, I mean, in my slot machine, I could call, I think I was talking about this yesterday, I could just do our login user again. But that's a lot of info, unnecessary info that I'm requiring, right? All I need is the coins to be updated. So what I'm going to do here is test this, because the only thing I really want to do is change coins to my action.payload.coins, right? This is the only thing I really want to change in our state. I just don't know if it'll let me. So we are going to give it a shot. So we have our reducer function that's fixed for now. I'm going to just put it off to the left. User controller, oh, something we were talking about is our res.data, right? Because we have our login, and we're calling a function res.data.id. So what is our res.data? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, we're going to log in. There we go. Now, this is remember, the reason we don't see this here in the terminal is because this is actually front end. So we are going to our front end to look at our console, if my computer will let me. No. I don't know why I did it in Postman. Like I explained, this is a front end thing. So if I do it here, I will have a bunch of errors. Let's clear this and make this bigger. Let's log in. Let's try this again. Make sure everything is as it ought to be. There we go. Coins are updated. Spin. Okay, so this is our res.data. Or res.data would be accessing this. Res.headers would be accessing this, which is important. Res.request. Configure. Yeah, I think see, I kind of like this message that we get, but what I need from my data is I need a number. You know, I don't need, what I need is to update this number with the number that it's being sent back. Remember, this is just a reflection of the database, right? Coins is just a reflection of what was in the database, and it's what's being sent back right now is correct. So we got to go back to our function here, because we have all these messages, but we don't need them. We just need, honestly, what we need is just total coins. But I'm going to send these amounts because we've already set this all up. So this isn't going to be, does it? I don't really want these in a string. You know? You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to do it like this. We can do this, and then we can just, I love these messages though. It was fun to put together. We'll do it again. We can write something on the front end that does that. All right. All right. All right, so now what we should be getting back on our front end, I'm gonna restart this. What we should be getting back on the front end is a number in our res.data. We'll clear that. We're gonna log in, clear that again. What did I do? Oh, now. I didn't know res.send was deprecated. You want me to instead say res.send status. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. All right. What was I up to? Sorry, I had to deal with stuff and things. Oh, speaking of which, I actually need to... Oh, you don't want to see that. All right. I have some things to attend to, so I will be back later.